Hello everyone. In this video we will start learning C++. So because we are spending a lot of time in C, so we need to move on, right? So C++ is good for competitive programming and maybe real life projects, right? So we will start from here. C++ tutorial. C++ is a popular programming language used to create computer programs and developed as an extension of C. Examples in it in chapter. So cout hello world. Okay, so now we'll go for the introduction. What is C++? C++ is a cross-platform language that can be used to create high-performance applications. Was developed by Jarne Strostrup and is an extension of the C language. C++ gives programmers a high level of control over system resources and memory. The language was updated 5 major times: 11, 14, 17, 20, 23, and C++11. Okay, why use C++? C++ is one of the world's most popular programming languages. C++ can be found in today's operating systems, graphical user interfaces, and embedded systems. C++ is an object-oriented programming language which gives a clear structure to programs and allows code to be reused, lowering development costs, portable, and can be used to develop applications that can be updated to multiple platforms. C++ is a fun and easy to learn. As a C++ is close to C Sharp, and Java, it makes it easy to programmers to switch C++ or vice versa. Okay, this difference between C and C++. C++ was developed as an extension of C, and both languages have almost the same syntax. The main difference between C and C++ is that C++ supports classes and objects, while C doesn't. Get started. When you finish with this tutorial, you will be able to write C++ programs and create real. It is known as to have a prior programming experience. So let's get started. With C++. At W3 skill, we try C++ without installing anything. Our online C++ directly in your browser and shows both the code and results. Okay. So here C++, if you want to use an IDE, you can you can use your own. Okay, but we actually don't need here. So anyway, C++ syntax. So here is, you see, line 1 include IO stream is a header file library that lets us work with input and output objects such as cout is in header files add functionality. C++ programs using namespace. std means we can use names for objects and variables from the standard library. Okay, don't worry if you don't understand. Okay, works, just think of it as something that almost always appears in a program. Line 3, a blank line. C++ ignores white space, but we use it to make the code more readable. Another thing that always appears in C++ program is int main, that is called function. Any code inside this curly bracket will be executed. Cout, pronounced cout, is an object used together with the insertion operation to output print or text. In our example, it will output hello world. C++ is case sensitive. Cout and cout has different meaning. Every C++ statement ends with a semicolon. The body of integer main could also be written as main cout hello world return 0. Remember, the compiler ignores white spaces. However, multiple lines makes the code more readable. Return 0 ends the main function. Do not forget to add the closing curly bracket to actually end the main function. Omitting namespace. You might see some C++ program that runs without the standard namespace library. Line can be omitted and replace the std keyword followed by the okay. So we can write in this way as well, right? std cout hello world. So okay, so if we want, we can write these things too, right? Namespace std try to at least type some, right? If you type something, then you're this is an hands-on experience, guys, right? um, and then hello world, and then semicolon, semicolon, then return 0. So yep, so if you want, you can write in this as well, std. So we can omit this one here. So these are for just to be used to with the syntaxes, guys, because we need to write, otherwise we can't learn, right? Without being used to, this is muscle memory, guys. Okay, then statement, C++ statements. A computer program is a list of instructions to be executed by a computer. Instruction to be executed by a computer in a programming language. These programming instructions are called statements. The following statement instructs the compiler to print the text hello world to the screen. Example, cout hello world. So it is important that you end the statement with a semicolon. If you forget the semicolon, an error will occur and the program will not run. So yeah, many statements. Most C++ programs contains many statements. The statements are executed one by one, the same order as the written. Okay, so count hello world, have a good day. Okay, okay, let's see. So if you want, you can you can do one thing. We can, using namespace std, we can put this here, and now we can, if we put this here as well, this is just to okay, so do one thing, let's write it. Okay, if you write you will get some quote, then have a good day. So let's not give the semicolon and try it. So we are getting an error. If we keep the semicolon, we get, anyway, and then okay, so now C++ output print text. The cout object together with the operator used to be, output values and print text. Cout object together with this operator is used to output values and print text. Just remember to surround the text within double quotes. So yeah, output, you can add as many cout objects as you want. However, note that it doesn't insert a new line at the end of the output. So cout, okay, you can add as many, however, it note that it doesn't insert a new line at the end of the output. Yeah, 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 that's the thing. So what you need to do, you need to give a space, then maybe it will work, right? If you want, you can give a, okay, yeah, we understand now. Print numbers, output C++ print numbers. You can also use cout to print numbers. However, unlike text, we don't put numbers inside double quotes. So namespace std into the main cout c3 return 0. So you can also perform mathematical calculations. Okay, so if you try it yourself, then we can see 3 mathematical calculation, 3 plus 3. So these will be implemented, guys. 6, and then 2 into 5, 10. Yeah, so these are the thing we can do. Now new lines. Okay, To insert a new line in your output, you can use /n character. This is also like C programming. Include IO stream using namespace std. Integer means your hello world. I am learning C++. Okay. So yeah, I think you got it, guys. So if you just want to check it, maybe you can put them in here. I am learning C++. Okay. So I hope it's fine, guys. And then C++ comments. Comments can be used to explain C++ code and to make it more readable. It can also be used to prevent execution when testing alternative code, right? Comments can be signed single lined or multi-lined. Single line comments start with two forward slashes. Any text between two forward slash and end of the line is ignored by compiler. Okay, so this is for the comment, guys. C++ multi-line comments like this. Okay, and any text between will be ignored by the compiler. Single line multi-line comments, it is up to you which you want to use. Normally we use for short comments and other for longer. Okay, C++ variables are containers for storing data values. In C++ there are different types of variables defined with different keywords. For example, integer stores integer store integers, whole numbers without decimals such as 1 to 3. Okay, double stores floating point numbers which decimals are okay. Character store characters such as a b. Character values are surrounded by single quotes. String stores text such as hello world. String values are surrounded by double quotes. Bool stores values with two states, true or false. Declaring creating variables. Okay, to create a variable, specify the type and assign it in a value. Syntax: type variable name equals value. Okay, so here you see integer my number is 15, quote my num. Okay. So if we do here and see out my number, right? So let's see 16. So I hope you got it, guys. Uh, you can also declare a variable without assigning the value and assign the value later. Integer my number 15, see out my number. Okay, changing variable values. Note that if you assign a new value to an existing value, it will override the previous value. So integer my number equals 15, my number equals 10, so you will get the output 10 now, right? It is overwriting, right? Other types, a demonstration of other data types. Okay, integer my number 5, double my float 5.99, character my letter d, string my text hello, boolean my true. So you will learn more about individuals with data variables. The cout object is used together with operator to display variables. To combine both text and variables, separate them with this operator. Okay, so integer my age is 35, cout I am this one my age years old. So let's see how it works. I am 35 years old. Okay, so my age is a variable, so here we are providing this one. Okay, so I hope you got it, guys, right? So let's just try it on our own. Let's say here my age, and here let's say 36. So see out okay, I am, let's see. Okay, so what you need to do, I am my age years old, right? If you okay, can't care. Okay, let's see this. Wow, wow. I hope you got it, guys, right? So this is how we need to experiment, and if we just read and don't type, things will really hard for us, right? Things will be really hard for us. So you can also combine different types, which you will learn more about in later chapter. String name John, integer age 35, double height 6.1. Name, uh, name, okay, so John is then 35 years old and 6.1 feet tall. So I hope you understand this, right? So if you want, if we want, we can try this too. If we want, we can write this one, okay? So here, string name. So it's better to write, guys, okay? If you don't write, you will not be confident. String name John, then integer age equals maybe 45, and then double height equals 6.1 maybe, okay? Cout, okay. Name is age years old, and height practice, guys, okay? Don't just be in a hurry. So this will make your learning journey hard, right? So was not declared veto. So function in main error is was not declared in the scope. Name John is uh, 45 years old and 5 years old and feet tall. I hope you got it, guys. Yeah. So these are the things we need to keep in mind. We have to write, right? Add variables together. Integer x equal to 5, y equals to 6, sum x plus y, cout sum. So this is a very simple example. So I don't have to write it. Then multiple variables, right? C++ declare multiple variables. Declare many variables. To declare more than one variable of same type, use a comma separated list. Integer x equals 5, y equals 6, z equal to 50. So cout this one x plus y plus z, right? So Yeah, so if you want you can try this too. X equals 3, y equals 7, z equals 9, right? See out x plus y plus z. So I hope, yeah, one value to multiple variables, integer x y z. Okay, so we are defining the variables here, and then x equal y equals z equals 50. See out, so this will give us the same thing, right? Identifiers, C++ identifiers, C++. All C++ variables must be identified with unique names. These unique names are called identifiers. Identifiers can be short names like x and y, or more descriptive names, age, sum, total, volume. Note, it is recommended to use descriptive names in order to create understandable and maintainable code. So integer minutes per hour 60. Okay, but not so easy to understand what m actually is. M equals 60. Okay, so the general rule for naming variables are: names can contain letters, digits, and underscores. Names must begin with a letter or an underscore. Names are case sensitive. My-var and my-var are different variables. Names cannot contain white space or special characters like this. Reserved words like C++ keywords such as int cannot be used as names. Okay, so I hope you got it, guys. Now we have constants. When you do not want others or yourself to change existing variable values, you use const keyword. This will declare the variable as constant, which means unchangeable and read only. So example, constant int my num equals 15. My num will always be 15 and my num is equals 10. So you can't change it, guys. Okay, so because it's defined with const, right? So cout my num, this would be false, right? You should always declare the variable as constant when you have values that are unlikely to change. Notes on constants. Okay, so when you declare a constant variable, it must be assigned with a value like this: const int minutes per hour 60. This however will not work. Const int minutes per hour 60. Okay, it must be assigned with a value. So normally we can do int equals minutes per hour, but if you use constant you cannot assign later, right? You have to assign together, right, in the same line. So real life examples, C++ variable examples, real life example. Let's get a bit more practical. Often in our example we simplify variable names to match their data type: my int or my num for int types, my char or character types, and so on. This is done to avoid confusion. However, um, for a practical example of using variables, we have created a program that stores different data about a college student. Okay, so student data: student ID 15, student age 23, float student fee 70.25, character student grade equals B. So see out, okay, student ID, new line, see out student age. So yeah, so we can okay, variables, input, data types, operators. Okay, so let's write it. Okay, so if we write, then this should be good for us, right? Student ID equals 15, and then student age, fee, float, character, student grade, right? student age equals to maybe 25, float student fee, right? 75.35 something, and then student grade equals maybe B, right? So when you do the character, you have to provide here 1. So cout let's see. If you write, then this should be really good, guys. Okay, calculate the area of a rectangle. In this real life example, we create a program to calculate the area of a rectangle by multiplying the length of width. For example, length is 4, width is 6. Calculate the area. So length is this, width is this, area of the rectangle is this. So I hope you got it, guys, right? So we have variables, then we have input, right? C++ user input. Okay, so C++ user input, you have already learned that cout is used to output values, and now we will use cin to get user input. Cin a predefined variable that reads data from the keyboard with the extraction operator. Okay, so if in the following example the user can input a number which is stored in a variable x, then we can print the value x. So integer x, cout, type a number and press a cin x, get user input from the keyboard. Cout, your number is this. Okay, so type a number, cout cin. Okay, so let's just do it on our own, right? Okay, so in the next video we will learn data types, operator, strings. Okay, thank you for watching.